everybody, Cinema Sickness here with your daily sickness video, and as always, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And I am awake right now, which is great. It's been a very long day. Long day at work. Came home, had a bunch of yard work to do and whatnot. Cinema Sickness Jr. sleeping over at the in-laws tonight, so basically it was kind of just like, you have stuff to do around the house, get it done tonight, because tonight's the only night you had to do. So I've been super busy, and I was so tired, and I literally got done mowing the lawn. I cut my hair, took a shower, sat here on the couch, and I literally just passed out. I was done. So I was so tired, but I woke up, I got myself some food, I am feeling good, and I am pumped, and I'm pumped to show you guys some awesome stuff that I picked up today. Because on the way home from work, I was actually passing a local Goodwill. Not my local Goodwill, not my Goodwill here in the hometown that I've been having so much luck at. I probably should have stopped there. I've been having a ton of luck at my local Goodwill recently. But another local Goodwill, one out a few towns over, that used to be my favorite Goodwill until, I don't know, it's still really good Goodwill. It's just, it's not as awesome as I don't find as many good finds as I used to back in the day for some reason, but still find a lot of good finds there nevertheless. So, I was driving by it, and of course, I'm driving by Goodwill. I gotta stop in. I haven't been there in a couple of weeks. Had to stop in and see what they had, and I actually did have a pretty good time. I picked up a bunch of stuff here. A lot of really cool finds. So, this time around, I did have some good luck at this Goodwill. So, let's take a look at everything I picked up. So, take a look at some CDs I grabbed here. I think these were all $2, except for one. I think one of these was, yeah. It's this Goodwill. They've been pricing stuff kind of weird. And when I show you some of this stuff, you saw some Blu-rays in that pile. Like, I just don't get. I don't know who's pricing at this Goodwill. I do not know. But it can't be just one person. It's got to be multiple people. Because some stuff is priced like cheap, and then some stuff's like too much. I don't know. But anyway, let's take a look at what I got. So first up here, this is the one and only 97-cent CD I picked up, which is kind of a shame. All their CDs at this Goodwill used to be only $1. And had that been the case, this pile of CDs here would be much bigger. I did see some other CDs I was interested in, but I kind of was like, well, you know, I had to really, I didn't want to go too crazy spending money, so I had to kind of limit myself. I said, all right, what CDs do I really want? What CDs am I kind of just getting because maybe there's like one or two good songs or something like that? And those I just passed on. I only grabbed the stuff I really wanted. Had they been $1 a piece, I would have just grabbed everything I wanted. But at $2, I figured I'd just grab what I really want. So I grabbed, let's see, what's the full name of this? This is Down from the Mountain. Live concert performances of the artists and musicians of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? There are so many Oh Brother, Where Art Thou CDs out there. You got the soundtrack, and then there's like 20 more CDs that might not be, I don't think have actually anything to do with the, they're actually like licensed through the studio or anything like that, but there's so many of these out there. It's crazy. I never realized until only a few years ago just how popular this CD was, how popular this album was. I mean, I know the movie, you know, people like the movie. I love the movie. It's a fantastic movie. It's amazing. I mean, first time I saw it, I was blown away. But I remember not hearing like a ton of people talk about it, and then like even the album, I didn't really hear anybody talk about it. I remember when the movie came out, it's like I didn't really hear people talking about it like that. But this album was like, it must have sold quite well. Well, not this album, but the soundtrack album must have sold quite well because there's so many other random like soundtrack and like CDs related to the movie out there. It's insane. So one more for the collection. I had like 5 other ones. So one more for the collection. This is cool. I actually started listening to this. It was really good. This is awesome. Screw it, I'll just show you this now. This is the best. I'm saving the best for second. This is an awesome find. I was totally blown away by this, and the artwork is coming out of it. But I was so excited about this. This is Hey Brother, Can You Spare Some Ska? This is an awesome compilation that I used to own back in the day. Once again, picking up another CD that I'm adding back to my CD collection since I sold all my CDs off that I used to own. So excited to get this back in the collection. This is a great compilation of ska bands. I mean, everything from Pocket Lens, Hippos, let's see, Red Session, awesome band, Jeffrey's Fan Club, Link 80, Low Pressure's on here. Let's see, Long Beach Sub All-Stars. I was actually never a big fan of them. They're okay. My Superhero, Pharmaceutical Bandits, also known as the RX Bandits, Swing Tones, Undercover SKA, Bruce Lee Band, Cherry Poppin' Daddies, which a lot of people do not realize. Cherry Poppin' Daddies, when swing got really big, they kind of like went totally swing. But before that, they were kind of like they were ska and swing. If you listen to their earlier albums, they're very ska heavy. They're not like super swingy. And then there's Homegrown, which is a punk band, but this song in here is like kind of like a ska it's got like a ska riff during the verses, but they're a punk band, so I don't know why they're on here. Slightly Stupid, Cousin Oliver, and so on and so forth. So very cool. I also like that it says suggested retail price $3.99, which is something when all these compilations were coming out. So there were a bunch of punk compilations and ska compilations back in like the mid '90s and whatnot, when like the whole like punk ska revival was coming through. It was pretty fun to be picking these up for dirt cheap, because you can get these at places like usually I picked them up probably at places like Hot Topic that always have them on the front counter, and that's what they'd be. They'd be like $2, $3, $4, $5 at most. I don't think you would ever pay more than $5 for one of these compilations. It was really cool because you get a compilation of awesome music, really smart from like record studios and stuff like that too, because record companies would put out like these $5 compilations, which was smart because punk kids with not a lot of money would go, oh, what is this? And they'd buy for $5, listen to it, go, I really like that band, and they go out and buy their albums. Smart idea. But what I really love is when you go to places like FYE or something like that, and right on the front, suggested retail price $3.99, and you go to FYE and they'd be like, they'd have a $10 sticker on it. Like, you are a jackass. Like, they would do that all the time. It would drive me nuts. But this is awesome. Really cool compilation. I was blown away when I saw this. Again, I used to own this back in the day, and so glad I have it back in the collection because there's some awesome ska bands on here. And ska is my all-time favorite genre of music. I love it to death. So, very cool. Another CD that I'm getting back in the collection, that is Ryan Adams' Demolition. Very cool. I've never like always been like a huge fan of Ryan Adams. I only got into him maybe like 2004, 5-ish. I had a friend. I've been working at my job now since 2003, and I had a friend who was really into him and introduced me to his music, and I got really into him. So it's maybe like 2004, 2005. I started getting into Ryan Adams, and this is cool. I had these CDs back in the day, had all his albums back in the day. So very cool to get this back in the collection. Awesome, love his music. And then I got some best ofs here. So we have Best of INXS, well, INXS Greatest Hits. Very cool. I have a bunch of their albums, but I do not have their greatest hits, so that's great. And what's really cool about these greatest hits is, do I like INXS? Yes. But am I really going to put any of their CDs, any of their standard albums on my iPod to listen to in the car? Probably not. I mean, I like them. Sure, they got good songs on them, but I don't really care about those albums enough to be like, yeah, they're going to take up space on my iPod. I'd rather save that space for other stuff. But a Best of, on the other hand, I will put this on there, so that's really cool. We also have the greatest hits of Queen. That is so cool. So much good music on there. That is amazing. Queen is a fantastic band. Freddie Mercury, just probably one of the greatest singers ever. I mean, his voice is just amazing. It's they're out there. Look them up. If you ever heard just the audio tracks of Freddie Mercury singing Queen songs, I hate when I hear that. Like I have this weird thing where I don't like to hear people just sing. I mean, unless they're like really, really good. I don't know. I always got like I need music in the background. When I hear somebody just singing, it kind of weirds me out. Unless they're like amazing or something like that. If they're like amazing, then I'm like I can kind of get into it. That's Freddie Mercury. He's amazing. Like just hearing him sing these songs with no music, which kind of sounds a little weird because he's singing along with the music and whatnot. So it doesn't make as much sense, but it still sounds amazing. His voice is just so good. So very, very cool. Queen, great band, and also one of the greatest hits. And then another band I own a lot of albums of. I have like not all of them, maybe like half or at least all other albums. But again, I don't really put them on my iPod because I like the band. I just don't necessarily want to take up their space with a bunch of songs I'm going to skip over. But now I got their greatest hits. We have Best of YouTube 1980. Best of U2. Wow. 1980 and 1990 and 1990 to 2000. So some U2 right here. That's awesome. U2, another great band. Or YouTube, another great band. Very cool. And again, these were all $1.97 a piece. And again, this one was only 97 cents. So there you go. Cool. Music. Awesome. All right, now on to actual cinema that you guys are interested in. So I grabbed some DVDs here. First one we have for, again, $1.97 was Shadowlands. Never seen it, but I was intrigued by the cast and also the HBO logo. I will buy anything with the HBO logo on it because HBO movies just tend to be really, really good. So definitely looking forward to checking this out. The synopsis sounded cool. It sounded like a really good story. So I want to check that out. Then we have Bill Burr, Why Do I Do This? Really cool. I guess some stand-up here, which is great. That's awesome. Again, $1.97. And again, $2. I picked up 2 mules for Sister Sarah. So some Clint Eastwood and Shirley MacLaine. That's great. I've never seen this. Looking forward to checking that out. And this is something I've come across many times in the past. I've eyed this up. I've wanted to get it for the collection, but every time I come across it, it's always scratched. So this isn't something rare for me. This is something I see at least once, twice a year, something like that, but never in good condition. So pretty surprised to find one of these completely scratch-free, and that is, yeah, right, a girl skateboard company movie. So very cool. This here being a skate video. I love these. I used to skateboard back in the day, so I certainly love watching these. They're awesome, and cool to finally find a copy that was scratch-free for $2. Very, very cool. So those are all the DVDs I grabbed, and now on to some Blu-rays here. And these are kind of interesting. Every single one of these Blu-rays I just grabbed as an upgrade. These were all $2 a piece, and that's what I'm saying. The pricing at this Goodwill is weird. They'd have like seasons for like $50. Well, okay, not $50, but they have like a $12 season or something. I'm like, who in their right mind at Goodwill prices a season for $12? That's insane. But then they have like, here's a Blu-ray for only $2. I don't know who's doing the pricing. It's insane. I actually lucked out as I had all these in my hand. I was looking through all the movies. I had these in my hand. I had everything in my hand. I was actually headed over to the CDs. And as I'm headed over, a guy comes over to me, or a guy comes over to look through the movies as well. And he goes, where did you get all those Blu-rays? And I was like, oh, they were on here. So had I been there like 2 minutes later, that guy probably would have grabbed up all the Blu-rays and I wouldn't have gotten any of these. So I lucked out that I got there when I did. And again, these are simply all upgrades. Stuff I don't necessarily need. I already have all these movies on Blu-ray, but these are better versions. And for $2, I figured what the heck, because I figured it makes sense, because I can have better copies with the copies I have here sitting in front of me, and then I can take all the copies that I already have and put them on Listia and get a lot of points for them, because Blu-rays tend to sell for a decent amount of points on Listia. So I figured it's a win-win. I'm getting a better copy of something. I can take my old copies and put them up on Listia. Very cool. So we have Inglourious Bastards, Blu-ray disc, digital copy, 2-disc special edition combo pack, which is very cool. Again, I already have this, but I only have this. I don't have the slip, and my copy, I must have bought it used or something, because it does not have the digital copy inside. So now I have it with the digital copy, and I have the slip. So yes, I basically paid $2 for cardboard and a piece of paper. That's really all I did, but that's fine by me. That's cool. So some Inglourious Bastards there. Again, just upgrading. Hangover, unrated, digital copy special edition. Again, I already have this, but once again, my copy is not a digital copy, and I didn't have the slip covers. So definitely, oh, there's tape on the bottom of these. So just a little bit of upgrading there. I basically had, I think I had like a rental copy or something like that. So very cool to have the digital copy and the slip. And let's see, okay, then we have, you guys may remember, I actually just recently picked this up. I have The Town Extended Cut. Also includes theatrical cut. So this here being the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack. And again, I already had this, but all I had was this, and the artwork was actually faded. Like all the red was kind of pink. Looks like it's been sitting in the sun for some time. Maybe it was like a rental store copy, or somebody had in their house by a window. I don't know. But I bought it because I only had like, I think I only had a rental copy that was just the Blu-ray. And then I upgraded to this. I think I found this for like $2 at another Goodwill. And again, I was like, oh, cool, extended cut and Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy, awesome. But again, it was faded. I was like, ah, whatever, for $2, I'm just going to pick it up. Who cares if it's faded? But now I come across an even better copy with the slip. So very cool. Again, $2 for that, so just upgrading. And the same thing goes with some Twilight here. We have Twilight, New Moon, and Eclipse. So the first 3 Twilight movies, and again, these all being better versions. I just had the standard plain DVD, no extra bonus feature copies of the movies. I mean, I'm sure they weren't completely bare bones. I want to say there's probably maybe some special features, but not as much as these. Twilight here is a 2-disc deluxe edition with a bunch of special features. New Moon is the Target exclusive 2-disc deluxe edition. So again, more special features. Cool, that's a Target exclusive. And then we have the Blu-ray DVD combo of Eclipse, which I don't know what, I guess this comes with more special features. I'm not sure how this was completely different to mine. I think my copy was a rental copy. I think it even said like, it had the little like lip with rental written on it or something like that. So I think that's what made this copy different than mine. It's the Blu-ray, again, Blu-ray DVD special edition. And again, I think mine was just a rental copy. So very cool. Again, Twilight, honestly, I don't hate Twilight. I'm not like completely against this series or anything like some people are. I don't love it. I just think it's okay. It's like one of those things where it's like I can watch it and not be like disappointed in it. I just don't watch it and go, wow, it was amazing. I watch and go, no, it's okay. I was entertained, sure. I haven't seen like the last 2 movies though, so I gotta get around to actually just marathoning all these movies. I want to rewatch like the first 3 again and then watch the other 2, right? 5 movies? Am I right about that? Yeah, I think so. So, very cool. So I'm going to get around to marathoning these sometime soon. I really need to do that and just watch them all and get the whole series out of the way and then probably never watch it again. But still, I gotta at least see the whole series back to back. So again, just some upgrading here. So that's really cool. So pretty interesting to come across all these Blu-rays and they just all happened. This was literally like, everything they had except for they had like one other title. I think it was like a title that somebody must have picked up at like Dollar Tree. I think it was a Dollar Tree title that had been recently showing up there, so it wasn't anything I needed. But this was like literally all the Blu-rays they had. It just so happens that it was all stuff I already owned, but needed to get as an upgrade. So that was pretty cool. That's just nice the way that worked out. And the fact that I was there like 2 minutes before another guy who would have grabbed every one of these and bought every one of these. So I lucked out, and I feel bad because he seemed so shocked that I had found so many Blu-rays and there were no more. He thought maybe they were somewhere else. I was like, no, I'm sorry, I grabbed them all. I need them all. So very cool. So there you go, guys. That was everything I picked up from Goodwill. Definitely glad I'm out there on the way home from work. Like I said, been kind of a crappy day. Busy day at work, busy day at home, busy. So tired. Again, I'm more awake now. I had something to eat. I took a nap. Drank a full, large soda from McDonald's. I like chugged that down. I'm all caffeinated up. I'm all good to go now. So I'm feeling much better. But, you know, this trip was definitely kind of like the bright part of the day, even though it was a crappy day of work, and then I knew I was coming home to do a bunch more work. I at least took a little bit of a break, a little bit of time for myself to go do some cinema hunting, and it paid off. I got a lot of really cool stuff, so definitely, again, an awesome day, an awesome trip out to Goodwill. So, alright, that is it, guys. I'm going to go. So, like I always say, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you're not already subscribed and you want to see a brand new video from me every day, hit that subscribe button and you're going to get one. And also, if you want to grab yourself a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, hat, hoodies, buttons, tank tops, baby gear, kids gear, all kinds of cool Cinema Sickness gear, head over to cinemasickness.spreadshirt.com, where you can get yourself some of that. And finally, if you want to show your support for new content and just show your thanks and appreciation, head over to patreon.com/cinemasickness, where every tiny little bit helps and is very much greatly appreciated. So again, that is it. Thanks for watching. I actually got some things to do, and then I gotta go back to sleep because I'm actually getting up early tomorrow to go to a flea market, possibly. A flea market I've never been to. It's apparently like only like a one-day only thing this town does, like one day only. I don't know if that's going to be good or that's going to be bad. I'm not sure if a ton of people are going to be there or if nobody's going to show up whatsoever. They're also calling for rain tomorrow. I'm hoping maybe not till the afternoon because we're going very early in the morning. So I'm kind of hoping maybe the rain holds off and I get to go to the flea market. I don't know. This is a whole thing. I'm going to film if there is anything to film. So stay tuned for that. Maybe tomorrow or the next day's Daily Sickness video will be me at a brand new, like, one day only town flea market. And I think it's a flea market / strawberry festival. Yeah, weird. So stay tuned for that. So, all right, guys. Again, that is it. Thanks for watching. I love y'all. Bye.